Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you watch this video. So, a quick one here. Please ignore these pictures. These pictures were taken 3 years ago, so it's a throwback. I am not fit to do any video, so I decided to do a voiceover. But please just click on the like button, subscribe to our channel. This video is going to mean a lot to you parents, and if you have a young maybe nephew or niece in your house or in your family, please let them know about this. Okay, fine. There are two reasons I'm making this video. One is to tell parents what to do before schools resume for their children, and another thing is to tell them the channels to help their kids not to watch. Now, please, if you're watching this video and your children have been watching Nickelodeon, you need to sit them down and ask them what they understand by those things they watch on Nickelodeon, because Nickelodeon is not a very good channel for children to watch, as it exposes them to same-sex marriage, that's gay. The allow children to do things they're not supposed to do. They show them like same sex, which is wrong. In our country here in Nigeria, we don't allow that. In Africa, our laws do not permit that. But fine, maybe in other countries they may permit that, but here we don't. So African mothers, take note of this. Nickelodeon channels, check it. Your children shouldn't even watch it in the first place. There are other good channels like CBBS, other good channels that your children can watch. And please, another thing is, always sit with your children to know the kind of cartoons they watch. Sit with them, watch the cartoons with them, to be able to know what the storyline is about, what it teaches them, because children learn a lot from cartoon, the bad, the good, the ugly. So be very, very vigilant to know this. So back to school now. Before your kids resume school this September, and for some of you who have looked for schools, don't follow people who are looking for big schools to put their children. Look for, first of all, schools you can afford. And another thing is, look for schools that are clean, because cleanliness is next to godliness. You need to look for schools that are clean. Find out the school environment. Any school you are going to look for your children, maybe you are trying to change their school, find out the school environment. Check their toilets to see how they are while you visit. Check their classrooms. Is it well ventilated? Do they have cross ventilation, as in plenty windows? For those who don't understand what ventilation means, do they have plenty windows? Do they have AC in the class? If they don't have AC in the class, there's no fan, at least there should be cross ventilation, because it is very, very deadly for children to be in an enclosed place where there is no air. It's dangerous even as adults, let alone children. Another thing I want to say here is that find out the curriculum of the school. What kind of curriculum are they using? Don't just put your child in a school because the school fee is expensive, that people will look at you to be in a certain class. No, find out the curriculum and sit with somebody who is very, very good in education to let you know. Compare them before you get that school for your child. Another thing is, get educational materials for your children that that they need. You do not rely on only the school. You as a parent, always pay attention to your children's academics, like do homeworks with them, find out if they've done their homework. Do not just come back feeling that the house help is going to be the one. Just find out. Even if you have somebody at home you have assigned for that, always find out if they've done their homework, so that they don't have homeworks they've not done. You are also teaching the children how to be very, very organized, and that's it, responsible also. Another thing you need to check is the water bottle of your child. Do not allow anybody to check their water bottle. Check it yourself. Pack their water bottles, sterilize them, put them in good shape before before they resume. Wash it. Even when they will resume, still wash it. But this one, I'm saying thorough washing. Even those of you who just bought water bottles, you need to wash them, because the factory chemicals and everything will still be in that water bottle. Wash it well, sterilize with hot water with salt. You can soak it in a bowl of hot water with salt and sterilize it. It's for their own good. And whenever they come back from school, ensure that their water bottle is washed well. You see, food, the typhoid in food can even be tolerated because that one is boiled. And cooked food also can give you typhoid. How much more water that is not being cooked is not boiled? So we should be very, very careful. Another thing you should not forget is that check your children's undies. Is it okay for them to resume school with their pants, their singlets? Find out if it's okay. How far with their toothbrush? Have you bought have you changed their toothbrush? For those of you who watched my other video, I talked about changing of toothbrushes. Have you changed their toothbrush? Please, your children, even you as an adult, you're supposed to change your brushes in every 3 months. Change it, so that ensure that your children have a change of brush. And please check your children. Do they smell well? As in, how do they scent? Get them a roll-on. When children are up to 5 6 years, I think they should be wearing roll-on. And those of you who have toddlers, babies, get a very clean towel, sterilize it with hot water and salt, and put it around your finger to clean their tongue, because the tongue is where all the dirt we eat stays on. And fine, have you checked your children's school uniform? Are they going to change their school uniform, or they're going to continue with the one they have? If it is a change of school uniform, have you gotten the school uniforms back from the tailors? Or have you even gone to the school to pay for the school uniform? Or have you dry cleaned the children's school uniform? Let them start the school looking good. Please never allow your children to resume school looking very unkempt. Check their socks, check their sandals. This is the time to check if their sandals are in good shape. This is the time to check if their uniforms are in good shape. Or how far with their books, the books they are going to go to school with. Have you bought them? Have you checked their books? The ones their book, are they continuing? Of course, this is the new term, a new year. You have to buy new books. How far have you gone with the school? Have you gone there to check to see how much the books are? Do not wait until the time the school resume to begin to run helter skelter. And please, mothers, fathers, do not make your children look like they are burdens to you. Like some of you have already started using the language, let school resume so that you go back to school. Find out. Spend time with your children is very important. Another thing is the spiritual background of that school you are sending your child to. Do you know them? How spiritual are they? Because my friend sent her children one time to his school because they were doing well academically. Those children were made to worship moon and star. Please, if you are a true born again Christian, you have to check the kind of school your children are attending. You have to check their spiritual life. You have to check if they will teach them well. And last thing is, check the school you are sending your children to. Do they teach them morals? What kind of good morals do they instill in them? Do they teach them integrity? Do they teach them courtesy? Do they teach them responsibility? Do they teach them how to grow up to be responsible people and have integrity? Because some schools actually teach children how to lie. Because when your child reports the school to you and you go there, the school will call the child and say, did that really happen? Trying to make them lie. So thank you, sir, for watching, and see you in our next one.